What's up, guys? We're back for another video on the channel. It is Monday, so that means there is a new video. Not wearing a hat today, but you guys can see we got another tier list going on. Today, if you can't tell from the guys listed here, we have tight ends. I'll have the tier list linked below if you want to make your own. But today, we have NFL tight ends. Every team has at least one tight end listed. If they have multiple tight ends that are good, then I included multiple of them. So let's go get straight into it. We got elite, which is my top 5, good, above average, average, below average, and bad. Now, let's start. We got Mo Alley Cox. I'm going to put Mo Alley Cox in average for now. Mark Andrews is going into elite. Cardinals tight end is going into bad. I'm not exactly sure who that is. Actually, I'll see you guys in a second. I'm just going to cut and figure out, guys, that I'm forgetting. So, see you guys in a quick second. Okay, guys, so that's Dan Arnold. I'm going to go ahead and leave him in below average. Then we got Nick Boyle is going to go in average because he's a good blocker, but besides that, he's not the best receiver in the game. Then we got Jared Cook. He's not good anymore. Jack Doyle, I'm going to put him in above average. Eric Ebron, I'm going to put in average. Evan Ingram is not good. I believe Evan Ingram caused 6 interceptions. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is not good. Daniel Jones is trash. We're going to have a quarterback tier list probably next week. But Evan Ingram has brick hands. He's a great athlete. But that's about it. He's got brick hands. He causes interceptions left and right. He's not good at all. Zach Ertz. This one's interesting. I'm going to put him in above average. Now, before you get mad, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do this. I'm not a big stats guy, but sometimes stats are necessary. So let's go ahead and pull up stats. Let's look at this. So he started in 2013. He was okay. No rookie is. Then 700, 850, 816, 824. Then 1100, 916. He's been an above average to elite. He was elite in 2018. But he's always been an above average tight end, except for an above average or good tight end. Every year except for 2013 and 2020. And in 2020, he was hurt. And he was playing with Carson Wentz, who is arguably the worst quarterback in the league. So I'm going to put him there. All right, here we got Gerald Everett. This is an edit of him. I'm going to put Gerald Everett in average. Gerald Everett's solid. Not the greatest guy, but I'd say he's decently reliable. Now, Noah Fant. I'm going to put Noah Fant in above average. Noah Fant, he had a really good rookie year for a tight end. Better than TJ Hawkinson. And then after that, he just kind of disappeared. Like, I don't really think of Noah Fant that often. But then again, you have to look, his quarterback is Drew Lock. Jerry Jeudy struggled. Cortland Sutton got hurt. But that entire team is loaded. Fant is a good tight end. He's an above average tight end. He could easily go into good if he gets a better quarterback and proves he's better. There we go. We got Darren Fells right here. He's below average. He's not bad, but he's not great at all. Anthony Ferkser, below average. Okay, sorry for that. I was all over the place, but Anthony Ferkser, he's below average. Tennessee is going from Jonnu Smith, who is underused. They don't even use their tight ends properly, in my opinion. But they're going from Jonnu Smith, who's a good tight end. We'll see where he ranks. To Anthony Ferkser, who he hasn't shown me anything worthwhile. So I'm going to put him in below average. Maybe he'll be better eventually. Maybe he won't. Who knows? All right, now we got Pat Fryermuth, who's a rookie. I'm going to put all rookies in average. Actually, there's only 2, so I'm just going to put them where I forget because there's only 2. We got Kyle Pitts on here somewhere. Where is Kyle Pitts? Yeah, there he is. Kyle Pitts is on here. So there's only 2 rookies, so I'll actually rank them where I'm going to take them. And since he's a rookie, I'm going to take him in below average, but he'll easily move up the ranks because he's just a normal rookie. Rookie tight ends generally struggle. So yeah, I'm going to put him there. Mike Gesicki is going in good. He's not a good blocker, I don't think. But I'm talking mostly receiving skills here. Like, if they're a great blocker like Nick Boyle, I'll counter it, or I'll put it in. But if they're mostly a move receiving tight end, I'm going to just go off that. So Gesicki, he's one of the better in the league. He's got to get better. But if he can continue to get better like he has, he's definitely going to stay in that good category. You could move him into above average, and I would not be mad. But I would take him over these tight ends listed here. Dallas Goddard, also good. He's... Philadelphia, man. They had Zach Ertz, or they still technically have them. They have Zach Ertz and Dallas Goddard. That's a great duo, but now it's Dallas Goddard. They're going to trade Zach eventually, so that's just the situation. Now, Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham. This guy is interesting. Some people may say he's Hall of Fame. I don't think so. Maybe he is eventually, but at this point in his career, he is a touchdown machine, so I'm going to give him average because of his touchdowns. But outside of his touchdowns, he's not the best. But he's also not the worst. So let's move on. We got Rob Gronkowski. He is good. You could put him in above average, but I would take him again over all these guys listed here. Now, and before we move on from Gronk. Gronk started off the season as just a blocker. He's a fantastic blocker. He was looking like a left tackle out there. But then towards the end of the year, he picked it up in the receiving game. You guys saw the Super Bowl, and he just really picked it up. So, got to have him there. Hunter Henry, I'm going to put in above average. You could put Hunter in good, but I'm not going to. So, Hunter Henry is going to go in above average. He's good. His role is going to be less with the Patriots, because I think Jonnu Smith is going to be the tight end one there. Even though they're going to have a big rotation. They're going to play at the same time as well. I just think he's going to have less a role there than he did with the Chargers. He's going to be playing with a worse quarterback. And I just don't think he's as good as the guys above him. But you could also put him in good, and it would not make me mad. But let's go ahead and move on. Chris Herndon. Bad. He sucks. Jets tight end is not good. Higbee. I'm going to put him in above average. I like Everett as average, and I think Higbee is above average. Higbee's pretty solid. Higbee's good. Now, TJ Hawkinson. This is interesting. I'm going to put him in good. You guys will see why. I have him as my 6th tight end. So you could put him in elite. You could switch him in 5 in my 5th tight end, you will get to him later. But I have Hawkinson as my number 6 tight end in the league right now, which leaves him in the good category. You could switch him with who I have at number 5 and put him in elite. It does not bother me at all. Will Dissly, below average. He's not bad, but he's not average. I definitely would take all these guys above him. I would even take some of these guys probably above him, but I would definitely take him over these guys. Austin Hooper, average. Hooper, the thing for Hooper, he got paid a lot of money last offseason, and I had higher hopes for him, and he kind of disappointed me. I'm not going to lie. Maybe you could put him in above average, but his hands, bruh. Every Browns game I watched, it felt like this dude brick-handed a pass. Like, a pass he's wide open. Baker hits him in the money. Drop. His hands are awful. He's terrible at catching the ball. But outside of that, he's solid. But his hands are so bad, I cannot put him above or with any of these other guys that I would take over him. O.J. Howard. I'm going to give O.J. Howard a below average. I would probably take O.J. Howard over all of these guys, but I would not take him over the guys in average. Maybe he has potential. He still has potential. It's just he hasn't really put it together for me enough to want to put him anywhere higher than a below average. Like I said, maybe you could put him in average, but I'm going to put him in below average. That's me. I don't know about you guys. Hayden Hurst, average. I think about Hayden Hurst. I would take him around the same level I would take Austin Hooper. Their issues are not the same, but he's He's average. That's about all I can say. He's nothing special, but he's not below average. I would take him over all of these guys below him. I would probably not take him over all of these guys in average. That's why he's not going to go up here. He's just average. He's solid. He's from Jacksonville. Love him for that. He would be the best tight end on the Jags roster. I wish the Jags would maybe send a trade for him, depending on the cost, because they did just get Kyle Pitts. So that's the big issue. But he's average. I would take everybody above him. I would take him over everybody there, and I'd take him over a couple guys here. Dalton Schultz, average. Dalton Schultz has moments where he looks really good, and then he has moments where he's just non-existent. I would take everybody above him over him, but I would take him, again, above everybody below him. He's in the middle of the pack, in my opinion, and that's about it. All right, we got a couple elites. Travis Kelsey, don't even need to say it. Elite, best tight end in the game. I don't care. I like Travis Kelsey more than I do George Kittle. George Kittle's easily the better blocker of the two. No question about it. But Kelsey's a good blocker, too. Kelsey's a better receiver. Kelsey is the key to the Chiefs' offense, in my opinion. Not Hill. Hill makes a difference. I'm not saying these guys don't matter. But if one player was the most important to that Chiefs offense, it is Travis Kelsey. Travis Kelsey is a monster. He's always open. He's always getting receiving yards. Has the longest streak of 1,000 yards by any tight end in NFL history. And I think he's eventually, if he keeps going and plays for the years to come with Patrick Mahomes, he's going to go down as the greatest tight end of all time. That's my hot take. Kelsey is a stud. He's hilarious too. But as just a player, Kelsey's the best in the game. My number 2 tight end in the game, George Kittle, goes right after him. Best blocker in the game. Arguably the best after the catch in the game. But as just a pure, if I was to line one of them up at receiver all game long, give me Kelsey all day. And Kelsey's better out of the tight end, running routes out of tight end spot lineup too. Okay, Cole Kmet. I'm going to put Cole Kmet on the same level as Jimmy Graham. Both Bears tight ends are pretty average. Cole Kmet is going to probably move up the ranks. I don't know if he's going to get this high, but I think he's going to eventually get out of average. He had an average to below average rookie year, but I think he's going to be better because he was a rookie. Like I said, tight ends struggle as rookies, but he played pretty well for a rookie tight end. That's why I'm going to give him average. I would have given Noah Fant average for after his rookie year as well. So yeah, that's where I'm going to put Cole Kmet. Then we got Dawson Knox. Average as well. Actually, I'm going to put Dawson Knox in below average. I would take him, I'd probably take him over every guy in below average, but I would take every guy in average above him. You could put him in average and it would not make me mad. But Dawson Knox, he's just nothing special. That's about all I can say. His hands aren't the best. His route running's not the best. He's just not the best. He has potential to be better, but that's about it for me. Mercedes Lewis, Jaguars legend. I'm going to put him in below average. He's not a receiver at all. He's literally just a blocker. He's a good blocker, but at this point in his career, he's below average. I wouldn't want him as my tight end 1 anymore. But as a tight end 2, as just a blocker, like what Gronk was initially going to be, he's good. That's why he's not in bad. But I can't put him any higher with his receiving. Chris Manhertz, Jaguars' new tight end. This is a practice picture of him. I made this, by the way. I'm going to put him in below average for now because he only has, I believe, 12 career receptions. 12 or 24, one or the other. Career receptions. He's not a receiver. He's apparently had good camp, but I can't base this off camp because I'm not watching everybody's camp. But apparently he's had a good camp. I've seen some good pictures. But he's mostly a blocking tight end. He's one of the best blocking tight ends in the league, but he hasn't proved anything as a receiver. So similar to Mercedes Lewis here. It's just I'd take Manhertz over Mercedes Lewis if I want them to be my tight end 1. But I got to put him in below average. Maybe he'll be higher eventually. Who knows? Foster Moreau. Gonna put him in bad. Just not good. He's just not good. Maybe below average. That's about as high as I'm going. David Njoku, average. David Njoku is another guy similar to, who was I saying? Trying to find them. I said them earlier, but Hayden Hurst. What am I talking about? He's similar to Hayden Hurst. He's pretty just average to me. I'd like the Jags to get him. I think he'd be the best tight end on the roster, but he got replaced by Austin Hooper, who's also in the average category. So I can't put him against the guy who's above him on the depth chart. It's pretty much that simple. Now, Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts is going to go in good. I know I said the rookie tight end struggle, but Kyle Pitts isn't just a normal tight end. Kyle Pitts is the best tight end to ever come out of college. I do not care what you say. He's the best to ever come out. He's basically like a receiver coming out of college. Let's be honest here. I think he's going to be a top 5 tight end by the end of the year, but I'm not going to say that now. Now I'd take him in this good range, between 7 to 10 probably. Maybe just outside the top 10, but I'd take him in the top 10. So I'm going to put him in the good category. Let's go on. Kyle Rudolph, below average. Kyle Rudolph is a good blocker as a receiver. He was just taken away from Irv Smith. It was good on the Vikings to get rid of him. He was solid for years, but he's really past his prime now. And I think he's just more of a blocker guy. A lot of these guys, when they get older, they just become kind of blockers, and they're not really that good of receivers anymore. And that's what he is to me. Drew Sample from the Bengals. Bad. Not good at all. I guarantee most of you guys don't even know who Drew Sample is. He's just not good. Got to put him in bad. Same with Chris Herndon. Just not good. All right. Okay, guys, I made a mistake. 89 is Blake Jarwin. I'm going to put him in below average. And I'm going to put Dalton Schultz, who 86 is, in average. I mixed up the two because the 6 and the 9, they look kind of similar. So I'm going to put Dalton Schultz in average and Blake Jarwin, the other Cowboys tight end, in below average. He just hasn't proved much to me. I need to see more going forward. Jonnu Smith is going in good. I'm a big Jonnu fan. I wanted Jonnu on the Jaguars so badly, and then the Patriots just took him. He was underused in Tennessee. He's one of the best deep threat tight ends in the game. He's fast. He's good after the catch. You can hand him the ball off. You can do so much with Jonnu Smith if you use him properly. Tennessee did not use him properly, and he still played really well. Jonnu is going to be a monster with the Patriots, and I'm very mad that we did not get him. Irv Smith, above average. Irv Smith, this one's an arguable one. Some of you guys may say, I'd take Hooper, or I'd take all these other guys that are an average. I'd take them above Irv Smith. Irv Smith has a lot to prove, because he was behind Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph, like I said, was taking snaps from Irv Smith. But Irv Smith, from what I've seen, is a stud. I think he could easily go into good eventually, now that he's going to be the starter. I think that Vikings offense is going to be good. Irv Smith, Adam Thielen, Kirk Cousins, you got all of them. I know I just left off on receiver, rookie of the year, or almost rookie of the year. What am I saying? He should have won rookie of the year. Sorry, Justin Herbert. I'm a not one voting for you. All right, Tim Tebow, he's going in the top 10. He's going in elite. How can you not put Tim Tebow in elite? Like, it's Tim Tebow. Okay, I'm kidding. Tim Tebow's going to go in bad. Tebow has literally never played tight end before. He's had a solid OTAs. No pads, though. He's got to prove, obviously, that he can even be worthwhile. There's literally no reason to put him above anybody at this point. He hasn't proved it. Logan Thomas. I'm going to put him in above average. You could put him in good. He's really good. He's a former quarterback like Tebow. And he played really well last year. So you could put him in good, but I'm going to put him in above average. I'd probably take everybody I put there above him. And okay, here's the guy I said I have as my number 5 tight end instead of Hawkinson, who you could switch with Hawkinson. It's very, very close in my opinion. Robert Tanyan. Robert Tanyan was a monster last year and got robbed of the Pro Bowl. He was a touchdown machine. He was a yards machine. He was everything you could ask for as a tight end. He's like a miniature, not size miniature, but he's like a mini George Kittle. He gives you what George Kittle gives you, just at a lesser value. He's very good. You may argue that Aaron Rodgers created him, and that's the only reason he was good, and he's not an elite tight end. But to me, he's my 5th tight end in the league. You could switch him and Hawkinson, but he's no later than tight end 6 for me. That's my opinion. I'm going to put him there. And he's my tight end 5, so that's another elite tight end. Adam Troutman, Saints tight end. Bad. Has not shown any reason to be placed in even below average. I don't think he's good. Him and Jared Cook, who I have in bad, started over Adam Troutman. That's all I need to say. Second to last guy on the list is an elite. Darren Waller is my tight end 3 in the league. I have it. Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, Andrews, Tanyan. That's my top 5. I'll actually put it in order for you guys. There you go. There's my top 5 in order. After that, it's not in order, so don't worry about that. But yeah, last tight end, Cardinals tight end. Do I even need to say his name? He's below average. You can see that catch he makes in that picture is really good, and he's made a couple really good plays, but that's just a couple. Outside that, don't really see much from him. That's the only reason why he's in below average. You could put him in bad. Would not make me mad at all. But this is my tier list for the tight end position. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoy making them. If you guys have any tier lists you want me to do, comment them below. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Go watch the new episode of the podcast from Friday. There will be a new one this Friday and every single Friday. There should be a podcast every single Monday. There's going to be another video, whether it's a tier list or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.